Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Pastirmatzis, and today we'll be talking about the struggles of starting a YouTube channel from scratch. And when I say from scratch, I mean you don't have any other following or major following anyway on other social media platforms, so you have some sort of advantage. The world doesn't know you, you're just starting from scratch. As you might have noticed, I'm just starting out. This is my 11th video that I'm producing right now. At this very moment, I should have about 50 subscribers, so we're pretty new, pretty fresh. That's why I'm going to ask you guys to make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button as well. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and it's going to help me hit the goal of 100 subscribers in the next few days. Right now we're at 50, so let's try to get to 100 as soon as humanly possible. Hit the subscribe button and let's get going. One of the main challenges that I see YouTubers having, including myself, and I don't know if I can put that tag yet that I'm a YouTuber, but anyways, it's very much mental. What do I mean by this? There's like a mental holdup on there's all these videos out there. There's so much competition. There's other people that have been doing it for a longer period of time. They're already established. There's already a bunch of different content out there that could be more interesting. So why would people sit here and watch you instead of the next person and so on? So there's definitely a bit of a mental thing that you need to overcome when you start this endeavor. So with that said, the first thing that I've noticed that is a bit of a pain so far, and I'm trying to address this, is consistency. So I've already made a public goal and I'm going aggressive. I want to make sure that we can eventually get to a point where we're shooting once every single day. Well, not shooting once every single day, but I guess rather posting once every single day with a good high quality video. That's the goal. And the consistency part of it is what's eating at me a little bit so far for a few different reasons, and I'll outline them here. One of the reasons is, well, I've allowed YouTube to get into my schedule quite naturally instead of actually setting a certain time block for it. In some videos, you might notice that the background is way darker than what it is, and that's because I'm shooting late at night. Whereas times like right now, it's basically 8:20 in the morning and I'm just shooting this video. I still haven't gone to sleep. My hours are quite messed up. I'm still trying to make sure that, look, I'm still gonna sit here and do it instead of leaving it for tomorrow. For me to be consistent, I will need to set a certain time apart and have it on a schedule very consistently. But I find that that's very challenging given my other commitments and other businesses that I'm running right now. I'm putting a certain amount of time in those businesses. They're quite dynamic in terms of their requirements and needs and things like this. Putting YouTube in the middle of everything is a little bit of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie, but that's something I'm working to address. And hopefully the more natural this starts feeling to me, I will be able to do a better job at actually sitting and doing this and being faster and better as well. Besides the fact that, okay, one of the struggles is sitting and actually doing it, it's also the editing part. And thank God for me, I don't have to worry about editing things personally. I have somebody on the team that does that, but then I also need to worry about basically getting to an understanding with them about the things I need for the channel, the way that I want the videos edited, and a bunch of different things, right? So there's a learning curve that in the beginning I find is a little bit challenging. And yeah, that's a bit of a holdback right now, but we're working on addressing that. We're going to have much more efficient processes so we can produce videos, and then the post-production can also be more efficient, and then putting them out to you guys. Another one of the challenges is, and luckily not for me because I was able to figure this out early, but for a lot of people, is figuring out what the actual channel is about. You can't just pick up the camera and just mindlessly talk and do that. I mean, of course you can, but whether or not that will lead you to success is a different story. Obviously, you need to realize what you're actually going to be talking about consistently and what the theme of the channel is going to be about. For me, that was quite easy, right? And I kind of regret not starting sooner. My goal and what I want to talk about in this channel is basically to put out there my different experiences that I have in business, in marketing and sales. I was able to become a millionaire in my early 20s, and basically I'm in my early 20s now, so I'm pretty fresh. I have a lot of experiences that I can share with people in business and things that I've done in order to get to this level over the past decade, because I started out quite young, as well as okay, what were the challenges in doing so, what I've done to address that, and so on, given that, okay, I was just a kid kid growing up and at the same time starting up my career. Other than that, I would like to talk about mindset and having a good mindset, how to manage your time, and also talk about lifestyle and travel. Lots of people may think the lifestyle thing, the lifestyle business is not for everybody, right? For me, living a certain way is important. Basically, I have certain standards in my life that I put out there from a very young age, and this is one of the things that allowed me and propelled me to be successful. If I can inspire a lot of people to actually do what they love, you don't have to become a millionaire, you don't have to become a billionaire, you don't have to become rich necessarily, like your passion may be art. If I can inspire you to actually go and do it, that's going to be a success for me. Hopefully through my experiences, I'm able to communicate things to the audience that they will find useful, valuable, in some cases they'll be able to use, basically improve their businesses and lifestyle. Another thing that was holding me back was I always wanted to make sure that I have like the proper equipment when I'm starting out. And I don't think that's necessary, to be very honest with you. I think it's more important that you actually get started and you get in the discipline of doing things. And I think that was a bit of a mistake on my part on, hey, I want to make sure that I have the right type of camera, the right type of lighting, and things like that. And I'm not saying that this is like the perfect setup, but I wanted to be on a certain level with my equipment before I get started. And I know that a lot of people think that, and it's not necessarily the way to go. I think that you first need to prove to yourself that you can actually consistently sit and do it before you go and invest a substantial amount of capital to buying a proper camera and proper microphone and lighting and so on. Thankfully, in my position, I'm able to use those things for other things, for example, with marketing and photography and other things. So I'm already good with that regardless, and I'm able to deploy that capital and it doesn't make a difference to my life. That's pretty good, but that's not for everybody, right? So I think in the beginning, you should probably start without necessarily having the perfect equipment, and that shouldn't be a problem. I think the last thing that was holding me back a bit, and I know is holding back other people, is understanding the technicals of how to create a successful YouTube channel. We're talking about search engine optimization, understanding how to write titles, understanding how to write description, understanding how to put together proper thumbnails and things like that, right? And in the beginning, I was thinking about that a little bit and how we can put that together. Now, with a marketing background, I'm able to do all those things a lot easier than other people and actually do a decent job at that. But given that I want to outsource a bunch of those things and have people trained up to do them, that was a little bit of a challenge, still is, since we're just starting out. Again, hopefully over time, we'll be able to make the production and the post-production significantly faster, so you guys can get a lot more content a lot faster. I think these are the main challenges, guys, at least for now. Other things may pop up in the future. My goal is to keep doing this, right? It's a discipline. It's the same thing as going to the gym. You don't want to go to the gym, but the main thing that you should do is get ready, put the clothes on, get in the car and drive. As long as you show up in the gym, you'll start working out, right? So whether you start working out for 10 minutes or half an hour, that's irrelevant. The point is you will get going, right? You'll get in the discipline. It's a similar thing with this. Of course, make sure that you know in advance what you're going to talk about, and if you need to do any necessary research, make sure to do that. But then sit on the chair or whatever. If you want to stand, that's up to you, and put yourself in the environment. This is my environment where I shoot right now, and I'm gonna work on a bunch of different things, including having multiple angles and multiple places where I shoot. But for now, this is my area, this is my zone. I put myself in the zone and I get going, right? So it's just a similar thing. I think the other main thing that I talked about earlier is the mental thing. You need to overcome it and just forget about it. As long as you can put together quality content that will offer people value, I think you should do it, regardless if there is similar content out there that other people have already done. I guess that's it for now, guys. Let me know if I've missed anything, if you have any struggles as a creator that I didn't mention. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers in the next few days. We're at 50 as of the time of shooting this video. So again, please hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. I very much appreciate it. I'll be seeing you guys on the next video.